Well done. A disembodied voice echoes in the chamber. A figure then materializes from the glowing circle the robed figure was praying over. It's a rather handsome Chinese man, looks to be about 25, wearing a long, regal-looking Chinese coat with the symbol of Lang Fu sewn into the front, along many other ornamental designs. He claps, and then he smiles. I see you've defeated my high priest, Chao Ying. A pity. I enjoyed his enthusiasm. Certainly loved rhyming that one, but no matter. His smile turns to Everett. Everett Breckenridge, a big man no one will remember. Louis Stevenson, the bug guy. Wink Bogswan, the street urchin living in the shadow of his grandfather. Oh, that's some fresh meat.
Than everybody else.
Yeah, some fresh meat as well. Shame they got you wrapped up in this Shane Wu. And the ever-dashing Reginald Hamilton IV. Does your mistress know you're here?
Burn!
Lang Fu shoots a disdainful look.
You were married.
There's a lot of things you just found out about Reginald.
Wow.
You're a legend, bro.
Yeah.
I should have been filming you this whole time. And I gotta say, I really regret. I was just about to say, I bet Lang Fu didn't see that one coming, but now I can't.
Lang Fu shoots a disdainful look at Lei. And you, Lei Wu, a Kung Tao Tong. You I am most disappointed in.
Really? I got naked and almost got shit on. If I'm not a disappointment to you, I definitely am to my father.
He cuts you off. I'm going to make this quick. This spirit form is undesirable. I hate it almost as much as I hate you all. So, Lei Wu, I will start with your punishment. He holds a hand out to Lei Wu, and Lei gasps and falls over onto his bottom, looking terrified. But then Lang Fu smiles. Lang Fu slowly moves his hand from Lei to Shane. Shane looks at Lei, completely terrified, and says, Dee, in a shaking voice. Shane then starts to shrivel up, his skin falling off of him in shreds, as he's quickly ripped to pieces by Lang Fu's magic. Lei screams as he cries, Gugu, no! Shane, no! And as for the rest of you, he waves a hand slowly over each of you, teasing you. And then he goes, hello there. Let's have some fun with this. He chuckles and he points at Louis. Then snaps his fingers. Louis's head begins to itch like crazy, unbearably. If you survive this, I will then hunt you down one by one, but I don't anticipate that. He adjusts his cloak. Goodbye. And then he vanishes. As a horrifying mantis-like abomination bursts forth from Louis's body, it keeps screaming about how its head itches and lashes out with deadly force.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
What's the bubble say?
It itches. It keeps screaming that, like in a horrifying voice. Lei sees it and yells in anger, crying as he shoots at it with his Tommy gun and empties his entire clip into it. It does nothing to Louis. Lei throws his gun at the monster and then yells, Run! And then he takes off in the direction of the SS Bear. It's time to escape. So, you guys are all on the beach. There's Louis is a horrifying monster now. And what do? Lei is taken off towards the direction you came from.
I let that thing shit on me.
I'm gonna follow Lei as fast as I can.
Alrighty, so if you guys are following Lei, everybody roll strength to get through the beach sand to get those legs moving, because, it's hard to run on sand.
Oh no, it's hard to run.
Yep, yeah, I'm good. Strength is great.
Besides my itchy head, I'll feel like nothing is different, and I'll run with them.
I was gonna say, Louis, roll Constitution check.
Got it. I roll a 30.
You cannot control your body, but you can control what your face is doing and what your lungs are saying. So keep that in mind.
The lungs don't talk.
Your lungs don't.
What?
Lungs are saying.
What you're saying is fine.
So you guys get to the door of the SS Bear. Who's in the front?
Not me.
I guess Reginald was the first one to be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So Reginald, you open the door, roll dodge.
That's very good. That's a 6.
Alright, so you open the door just as an anglerfish jumps out from behind the door. It apparently now just like thought it would be brave enough to just attack whatever was on the other side of the door. But as an anglerfish lunges out, it overshoots you all and immediately gets destroyed by the rampaging Lewis. It just gets ripped clean in half and just tossed to the side unceremoniously as this horrible thing is just getting closer and closer, trying to keep up with you all because it still wants you to be your friend.
Hey, don't let me behind, guys. Hey, guys. Don't leave me here, guys.
Oh, God.
I miss it so much, bug.
In the kitchen, you guys are inside the kitchen, so you have to figure out a way to get through all the counters and stuff. So everybody roll dex.
And there are 2 more of those anglerfish, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I missed it. I failed by
good.
1 point.
Oh, jeez. You can spend your luck.
Oh yeah, I'll spend my luck.
I'm great. I rolled an 8.
Nice. You just jumped on top of all the counters and just started sprinting on top of all of them. And then as you guys are running through as you guys are running through all the counters, the 2 anglerfish awaken like they were sleeping and they get up and they're like and they begin to start chasing you, but Lewis rips through the hull of the SS Bear like a hot knife through butter, and the anglers shriek at the intrusion of the light and are then crushed by Lewis's strong claw arm. The other is chopped in half by his praying mantis-like arm. So just like as like this thing is just rampaging through the kitchen.
Well, we gotta get out of here, guys. We gotta get out of here.
God, you don't even know, man.
Inside the engine room, roll dodge. Everybody.
Got it.
Oh, I got it.
You got it? Okay. There's when you're inside the engine room, a bunch of steam shoots out from some of the pipes because of all the damage that's happening to the thing, but you manage to you manage to quickly dodge out of the way and get through the room as it goes. As you open the door of the cave, the blowfish deep one turns around, not expecting you there. Whoa, what the fuck? So you can get creative with how you're gonna get around him.
No.
He gets naked. And
Don't got time.
I'll shoot that fucking blowfish.
Oh, okay.
Shoot it.
Roll a shoot check.
I rolled a 40. Hey, I got it.
Okay, so you shoot him a peg between the eyes, which causes him to kind of fall back a little bit, like he just goes, oh, what the, but it's enough to like stall him for you guys to run around him, and then as you run around him, before the giant blowfish man can catch any of you, Lewis bursts through the wall of the SS Bear and grabs him with both of his giant claw arms and rips him in half with too fast of a movement, throwing its heavy body against the sides of the cave wall. The SS Bear's hull is now fully destroyed at both entrances, and the cave walls begin to crumble. And a vibration can be felt throughout the entire cave as rocks start falling from the ceiling. Lewis's frantic thrashing hits the walls with tremendous force, helping the earthquake along. Everybody roll dexterity.
I got it.
Nope.
I got it.
So who didn't get it?
I did not.
Okay, so just Reginald. Everybody else was fine. Okay, so Reginald, you get hit in the back of the head with a large rock, but you manage.
Have this helmet.
Yeah. So it doesn't like kill you or anything, but you do have to roll 1d4 for damage.
Okay. That's a 4. That could not be worse.
Yeah, but you got a lot of health, so you're fine. But yeah, everybody else manages to quickly, like, they're looking up and seeing what's falling from the ceiling, and they're dodging around it.
Guys, wait up for me. Don't forget about. I'm still trying to help you.
Oh.
Guys.
And then there's a metal door that stands at the...
sounds like taunting.
Yeah. A metal door stands at the end of the cave wall. You run through the opium incense room. Everybody's got their face covered so it doesn't affect them. Smash through the door on the other side and run up the stairs. The door to the outside is in sight, and Lewis is right on your tail. You crash through the door right as the entire room collapses, the entire cave destroyed in a cave-in. Lewis's deformed and horrific body is mostly covered in heavy debris. Not only did the room fall on him, but part of the Church of Chen Su did as well. He struggles weakly. He's still alive, but just barely. What little of him that's still human is still alive, his malformed face sticking out of the debris. So,
Can I slide on my knees to get close to his face? Yeah!
Yeah, you can, absolutely. This is a moment. Have a moment.
Lewis, absolutely hated you when I first met you. And for a long time, I thought you were just a big nerd, and I didn't like you. And I hate bugs, and I don't know what else to say.
Do you remember that time when we acted? Wasn't that
I
great?
do. It was just recently, and that was the best thing ever.
Does anybody else want? Lewis, you have time.
Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out one last big show, buddy?
I lived alone my whole life, and my secretary Lois might be wondering where I am, but probably doesn't care. And well, if I was gonna go out anyway, I guess this is cool, right, guys?
I got it, buddy. I start taking my clothes off. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'll walk up to him. Do you mind if I keep one of your claws or vestigial arms for my trophy wall?
I guess I'm not gonna. This is quite insensitive, really, guys.
Well, I thought I'd ask.
Mr. Breckenridge, I wish I got to see your home in Sweden. That would have been good, or Switzerland, with the chocolate.
I was going to introduce you to my ex-wife. Because I think she's just the worst, and I think she'd be perfect for you. I'm sorry that you're a giant monster. You're a monster.
I think I would have liked that. That would have been fun.
I'm grunting. I'm gonna help you, buddy.
All right.
Mr. Reginald, I guess this is it, fellas. I don't really have. Could someone please go get Samuel for me? He's in my home and my address. I'd write it down, but you'll just have to remember it.
Is that your
I'll take care of
son?
Samuel. No, that's his turtle. What was it?
It's a tarantula.
Turtle.
His dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
God.
and then
I'll take care of your
I'm gonna
turtle.
go walk up behind him, and then just what he can't see, when he's mid-talking, I'm gonna shoot him in the
Just
head.
looking at my butthole. Just looking at my butthole,
Yeah.
Lewis.
yeah,
You're
he's gonna shoot me, and I say, yeah, George. Then we're gonna see the rabbit.
I look at when that came out, I was
You know what
37.
I'm
We got a couple years.
So wait, you're gonna put him out of his misery?
Yeah, back of the head.
All right.
As I'm spread cheeks.
All right.
He
And
fires
with
off
that,
bottle rockets
This
commemorating
is beautiful.
my life.
It's beautiful. Yeah, the last bottle rockets.
and that is the end of Lewis Stevenson. After a moment, you don't have to sit out for the rest of this. You can stay if you want.
I can still hear everything.
Like a ghost.
I think I heard him.
My brain is lower in a praying mantis form, but he shot out my eyes.
So
This
as
is that thing where you like blow out through their temple, but it doesn't actually kill them.
Jeez. Yeah, so
Lewis is exactly. He's still with us entirely and is able to. Can't see him anymore.
so after a moment, you guys have a moment and stuff. You start to leave the alleyway.
My clothes back on.
Yeah,
Wait, I don't want to leave. I would have cut off a piece of him. I remember him on my trophy wall.
just that you get a talon, like a small talon.
Good. Take it.
I feel everything. I'm not dead.
So as
I'm learning
you
a lot about afterlife. Right?
after a moment, you all begin to leave the alleyway, but you're not fully out of it yet. And Ramel approaches the group, a Tommy gun on his shoulder as he struts towards you. Hey, you're alive! How my girls doing? And he looks around to see. He's like, where's your friend Lewis and where's Shane?
Oh yeah, you would just right out ask us right now. You wouldn't just put it together.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Technically, all that stuff is still behind you, by the way.
Right behind us.
Yeah.
Like literally, like look right over.
Like
our
he can
shoulder.
see. Well, his face is gone now.
There's poop and like a dead bloody
What are you guys?
Bring me.
What are you guys talking about? Does anybody turn around?
No. No one turns around. We
No,
all
we
just
don't turn
look
around.
right at Ramel and we go, "What the fuck are you talking about, boy?"
There's nothing there. It's just a cave-in.
All right, I'm turning around.
There's nothing there.
No,
it's
no,
just a
don't
cave-in.
turn around.
Oh,
As you turn around though, where Lewis was. There's nothing, and you see a couple rocks just kind of trickle down as if that rubble just moved recently. But there's nothing there anymore. Lewis's half-covered, rubbled body is not there anymore.
Is my poop?
Oh, you'll also notice as you're looking around, Lay is nowhere to be found. He's not there. Yeah, Ramel goes, we wrapped up this gang war that just happened. Oh, God, you guys should have been there. It was amazing. We arrested most of the Kung Tao Tong that we could come across, but any Lang Fu cultists we went up against, I think they just, they either killed themselves if we got them in custody, or they just ran off. We haven't been able to get some of them, but, yeah, we don't have any prisoners for those guys. They're very hardcore, it seems.
I'm just gonna stop you, Ramel. It sounds like terrible police work.
Hey, it's not my fault if they have cyanide teeth. I didn't know. None of us knew they were gonna put pills in their mouth and kill themselves if they were gonna get caught. It's just weird, okay? Not normal gang behavior, you know? This is weirder stuff, like cult stuff. And I've seen some stuff in that fog you wouldn't believe. Actually, you would, because out of character, you totally would, because you've seen it, like, up close. But yeah. Anyway, this girl's gotta work. You did stunning, babies. I'll see you around. And he turns to leave, and then he turns back and he says, "And remember, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?" And he smirks.
No.
He smirks and sachets away. You can't get a RuPaul reference like that. All right, so you guys have a moment to kind of cool down now. Lay is not with your group. But it's just you three now.
Well, let's get a drink, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fucking right. That's fucking right, man.
Prohibition! Yeah, you're rich. You have connection. Yeah, you could probably go find a speakeasy or something. Reginald probably has connections.
Well, let's get a drink, and I think technically we probably own his store now because he's dead. Shane? It's ours.
That's how this works.
I think all three of us should become business partners. This will be like Cheers, which is
Just live in Chinatown, open a general store.
All three of us know each other's names.
That is true. You do. All right, so you guys managed to find a speakeasy using Reginald's and Everett's connections, because Everett's now a stranger to the Bay Area either. You managed to have a nice night drinking it away. If you guys want to have a scene at the bar.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom at the bar really quick.
Jeez.
Definitely broke the seal tonight.
Me and Ty are at the bar. Let's do a shot. Okay.
Wink was at the bar, but he's a lightweight, so he's puking in the bathroom, and you guys have already had a couple shots.
Goes down smooth.
We should name this bar Bourbon Street, and then we'll have.
Both of you roll a Constitution check.
All right.
Just for funsies.
No, I did not get it.
You got hammered.
so.
That was a good shot for both of you.
I did not get it either. Yeah.
It's
all
prohibition.
stuck here.
Yeah, so you aren't used to drinking as much as you normally would because it's kind of illegal.
Well, let's take one more shot for Lewis.
Okay. Let's take a shot of Jägermeister, which is also not a thing yet. Salut.
A weird bug guy who's an okay shot and a better actor.
Sorry, I really had to pee again.
So they took a shot for Lewis, and you were in the bathroom.
So you owe us 3 shots, buddy.
Okay. Should I do a credit check?
Sure, yeah.
I got it. Way got it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you managed to pay for another round.
This is on Mr.
Manelli?
Manelli.
Nice.
Just put it on his tab. This is another shot for Lewis. I don't know if you guys gave a sentimental speech before.
Not really.
I forgot that we were here celebrating Lewis.
For Lewis, I liked him better when he was a giant praying mantis. I didn't get to know him that well, but I liked him better that way.
I met him once. It was a rough day and a half.
This is in memory of Lewis, who definitely wanted to do us, and he was from St. Louis, and in the end, he managed to screw us.
You sound like Lang Fu, or what I believed Lang Fu to sound.
No, I just the rhyming spirit.
Just in the Alrighty. So, the next day, the group meets back up at Shane's. Lay is there, and a closed sign hangs on the door that reads, "Closed until further notice." Lay is angry and sad, smoking a cigarette as four empty packs lay crunched next to him. In his hand, he has a photo of him with Shane and their father. So the beast is still a problem. He doesn't leave his spot, and he continues to smoke. What do you guys plan on doing now?
Well, we were thinking about running this general store together as a.
I didn't think you were real for a minute there, Lay.
Nope, very real. He takes another puff of his cigarette.
Wait. No, I still don't think.
What? Wait, what?
Wait. He was gone specifically after the event, right?
Yeah, he took off because he didn't want the cops to find him.
Oh, he
that's
wasn't
all it
like-
was.
Okay.
No,
well,
he wasn't a fever dream or anything.
I lumped that in with like everybody else.
No. He was missing because the Pinkertons showed up. So that's why he was just
But the praying mantis and everything was still there?
maybe.
I don't like any of this. Well, we're gonna run this general store now because it's ours.
We use all of our initials: Reginald, Wink, and Everett. We'll call it Whirr.
I'm glad we got at least one vowel in there.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Lay stands up and he tosses his cigarette on the ground and stamps it out. He looks at the picture frame of his family. I know these stories of the beast originate from Shanghai, and I have some connections out there. I'm hopping on a boat. I'm asking every person I see if they've heard of him, bringing my favorite gun, and I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker and everyone who loves him in their fucking head. Who's in? To be continued. And that is the end of the Trail of the Beast.
I'm really excited for Whir.
We're
None of us are going. We're all opening this
The
shop
next 6 campaigns are about us running a general store.
in Chinatown.
Oh
Three
man, the
in
worst
Chinatown.
customer came in today. I would have taken on
They're the
Lang
ones that
Fu
set
at
you up
anything.
for Oregon Trail. I came in and bought 8 oxen. Who buys 8 oxen?
Totally bullet.
They're not gonna make it.
Alrighty. But yeah, that's the end of that scenario. That was my first custom scenario, so yeah.
Wasn't oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause this is the last half.
Yeah.
Nice.
With that, the Mythos Mystery Society is signing off.
Bladder.
Brought to you by Schmuckies. It'll make your bladder go crazy.